Hey, shalom, shalom Israel. First off, once a kalalal, Yahweh Bashim, Yahushai Bashim, Kakodash. Give honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers in the highways and the byways, preaching and teaching this word in sincerity and in truth. This is your brother Shapal from James, Jamaica camp. So tonight, you're sitting out here on the roof, stargazing. A lot of things going through my mind. I decided to do this video based upon a reasoning way, and the brother's been doing earlier on today. And this is based upon for the spirit of lying, because believe it or not, from January, I mean, it's a look from the creation, but specifically speaking from January on to now, right, of 2020, there's been a lot of things in the media wherein, when you really look, you can see that it's all lies, man, right? Somewhere in between, things does not add up. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because the scripture speak about spirits that are created, for do certain certain requests or certain orders, and there's a spirit, a lying spirit, because there is such a spirit, and that spirit is easy to be identified if you're in the spirit of truth, because if you know the truth, right, then it is easy to detect a lie. It's really easy to detect a lie when you know the truth. Now we know the truth through the scriptures, to the prophecies, right, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to the mercies. We know the truth. Since it's easy to detect a lie. And when we speak of these things, we're speaking about the coronavirus, the death of George Floyd, causing this protest, turning into riot, turning into all-out massacre in the street. Not massacres in dead body, but as in this whole rioting and smashing up cars, this whole, saying, and through that, all of these things wherein, when you look closely, all right, all of these things, there's some things that have been said through the media which doesn't add up, right? And all of this fit in Esau's narrative, right? Because when you see major news like CNN and a lot of these news form, where we know Esau pushing propaganda and control people through social engineering and all these things for years. When you see these things are on the forefront of mainstream media in America and all over the world, we know that it is an agenda, right? Esau is putting it out there to curve the narrative into where, or getting the people where he wanted them. Since so there's a strong spirit, a lying spirit coming out in the airways, man, and people can feel it. The common people can feel it in the whole corona scare, and spiritual men see it. Alright, so let's get a scripture quick. The scripture again in Ecclesiasticus 39 and verse 28, it said, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their forces and appease the wrath of him that made them. Now this is a time, well, we're in at the time of destruction, the major destruction coming, which is race war, right? Which this is not race war, it's leading up and could, possibly lead up to race war, but this is just a riot that's gone, a little bit, but nevertheless, so in the time of destruction, they pour their forces and appease the wrath of him that made them. So even in this little chaos we are going now, they have a lying spirit in the midst, Esau's mouth, to accomplish the law as well. Continuing to say, hail, fire, hail, and famine, and death, all these are created for vengeance. Right? Now, let's get another scripture. Let's get another scripture. This is further proof the point. This is 1 Kings 22, 1 Kings 22 verse 19. Say, and he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him, on his right hand and on his left. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up to fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on that manner, and the other said on one said on this manner, and the other said on that manner. So all is in the will of the Heavenly Father doing, you know. So, and there came forth a lying spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. Right? So the angel said to the Lord that what? You will be go forth and you will be a lying spirit in the mouth of Ahab's prophet. You know what I mean? So there is this spirit. There is this lying spirit. You know what I mean? Nevertheless, right? It happens here and it's happening today. You know what I mean? The spirit of lie is out in the earth now, man. But guess what? The scripture says what? We're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. You know what I mean? His device, whoever device, or we're not ignorant of it, man. We know and we see. You know what I mean? And we decipher through the scriptures, because scriptures is used as a guideline. You know what I mean? For see, for watch. You know what I mean? And observe what's going on, man. You know? Yeah. You know? So, you know what I mean? Watch out for these spirits, man, because, you know, they are there. They are there. You know what I mean? And we know that because we see it. You know, just like if somebody come into you, just to prove that this is a spirit, a real spirit that's out there. When someone's coming to you and you know what I mean, somebody's speaking to you, you know, like the first time you've been lied to, you know, you will never forget that, because as you grow and get older, somebody's gonna lie to you again. And guess what? That same vibration, that same feel, that spirit, where it's easy to identify because you have experienced it before. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So when somebody's speaking, you know, it's like, you know, right away, to them come off on the vibration behind it. You know what I mean? You know it's a lie, man. It's worse if you know the truth. Alright? I even say you don't know the truth, but to the vibration or to the spirit, I told them approach the situation, or to the words, you know what I mean, to them form them words to the things where they are saying, to the things where they're not saying, to where they will lead the conversation to where they will lead the conversation from, you know what I mean, you know, to the highs and lows in them voice, to the, you know what I mean, to certain things you can know the spirit of lying, you know what I mean, and it's strong out there in the media, you know, out there's information, there's misinformation, you know what I mean, and, you know, only true men of the Lord have decipher all of these things, because guess what? We're not tainted by the media or whatever them say, you know. It's the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Shai, which worketh through us. That's how we can decipher these things. This is 1 John 4 and 1 and 4. Say, they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. We are of God, he that knoweth God heareth us. He that is not of God heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. So that's how we know the spirit of truth and the spirit of error, man. You know? Alright, by sticking close to these words, man. Very close to these words and believing, right? Occupied ourselves in our prophecies. Saying so when we through these things, and Lord told us what is to become the greatest prophet of all. You know? Saying so when we take on to these words and we believe it, then hey, look, there's nothing. Esau, the scripture said what? If it was possible, he would have deceived the very elect, but it's not possible. Since Hebrews 1 and verse 14. It's Hebrews 1 and 14 say, they are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister unto them who shall be heirs of salvation? You know what I mean? And the reason why I read that is because guess what? I shows you that there are spirits that minister to the elect differently from spirits that minister unto other people. Alright? Because you know the scripture says if the gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, man. Right? Whom the God of this world is Esau, you know what I mean? Yahweh is the God of this world, but you know what I mean? Scripture says what? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So Esau now, right? According to these lower levels are the God of this world. You know what I mean? So the Lord used them for blind a lot of people. Right? And the Lord used spirits from both sides. You know? Saying, but the spirit of truth dwell with the elect of the nation of Israel, man. And these are the ministering spirits where the scripture does refer to minister unto them who are heirs to salvation. Right? So, you know what I mean? Just saying that, look for these spirits, man, because you know they're out there. You know what I mean? And we have to stay under this word for really decipher a lot of these things that's going you know, through these airwaves. You know, with that once the system was defined, you know. You know, once the color lolly, how about him, how shine, Bashim Okakudash, the honest to the elders and the apostles of the stone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and the byways, preaching and teaching this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.